It is all natural, making it impossible for pharmaceutical companies to profit from. The doctors in North America are taught to prescribe drugs first and are not taught about natural healing methods like this. In this country, we learn about both types of medicine, naturopathic and allopathic, and this is why you have not heard about this highly effective method before. As you can imagine, Dan was excited. After Dr. Heinrich explained the science, he was blown away and eager to get started. Dr. Heinrich said that this new breakthrough has a 100% success rate with his patients. Not one person who tried it failed. It didn't matter if they were in their 30s, 40s, 50s, or even 60s, or if they were male or female. Every single person lost their deadly abdominal fat. And that's not all. In addition to losing their deadly ab fat, those people who had symptoms of heart disease and diabetes had those symptoms completely disappear in a matter of days or weeks as well. What was even more shocking was that these results were achieved without following any high-intensity exercise programs, restrictive diets, dangerous fat-burning supplements, or eating foods that taste like dry cardboard. All that was involved was a few simple foods, herbs, and spices, and 5 natural body movements performed in a very specific fashion, and this produced 1 pound per day belly fat loss for every person who tried it. Now, even though Dr. Heinrich is a very well-respected medical doctor, as well as a naturopathic doctor, and has won awards for his groundbreaking work that prevents heart disease, reverses diabetes, and causes rapid and sustained weight loss in men and women at any age, Dan was still skeptical. Dr. Heinrich then explained in simple terms exactly how this method works, and why it was virtually unheard of back in the United States, Canada, and other countries. He said that Dan's heart attack, diabetes, and belly fat were a result of a hidden internal irritation. This invisible irritation was causing fat to accumulate on the outside of his body around his waist, and also inside his body around vital organs and even in his arteries. Dan's heart attack and diabetes were a direct result of this irritation and excess internal fat. He said this internal irritation was like a fire raging inside his body, damaging his metabolism and hormonal systems, and unless he takes the steps necessary to put the fire out, it will lead to certain death. He explained that this same deadly irritation is happening in the bodies of most men and women over the age of 35. Countless studies have proven this to be the #1 reason people fail at losing weight and suffer with symptoms of diabetes, heart disease, and even depression. And the most surprising thing he said was that too much exercise and eating many of the popular health foods is only making the problem worse, leading to more internal irritation, weight gain, heart disease, diabetes, and depression. The worst part is the approach most Western doctors take to reducing this problem is through the use of dangerous drugs. The problem with this is that it only masks the symptoms and does little to address the underlying problem that caused the irritation in the first place. And if that isn't scary enough, get this. The latest studies show most people in large populations, especially in Western cultures, are living with high levels of this internal irritation, and this creates a huge amount of stress on their body. This stress causes a massive increase in the muscle-destroying hormone called cortisol, which causes more fat to accumulate around your belly, while also eating away your muscle tissue, killing your metabolism while raising your blood sugar levels. This then knocks your natural fat-burning cycle out of balance while causing you to crave more sugar, sweets, and other junk-type foods. When this happens, you find yourself gaining weight for no apparent reason, while finding it next to impossible to lose even a pound. Seeing the pain and suffering in Sylvie's eyes, he grabbed her by the hand, took a deep breath, and said, "My research team and I have discovered the answer to reversing this irritation, and the reason why so many North Americans struggle with losing belly fat, diabetes, heart disease, slow metabolism, and arthritis. Our method works so well that we guarantee the loss of at least 10% body fat in the first 2 weeks alone. And because all of our research was done on men and women over the age of 35, we know it will work for your husband too." And that's not all. Our exact method will also remove the plaque that is clogging his arteries and reverse all of his diabetic symptoms in just a few weeks' time. This all-natural combination of very specific foods, herbs, minerals, and vitamins taken in the exact way we show you will not only eliminate deadly belly fat, free up clogged arteries, and lower insulin levels, it also increases levels of a powerful hormone that will improve the flow of blood and nutrients to increase youthful energy, sexual performance, plus tighten and tone the skin on the face while reducing wrinkles. Dr. Heinrich then sighed and said, "Look, Sylvie, I don't want to sound out of line. However, I believe that this is something you will benefit from as well. In fact, we encourage couples to support each other and follow the program together. Even though you didn't have a heart attack, I can see that your waist is too large for your frame. and this is a ticking time bomb for heart disease and diabetes. So why don't you both do the program? Dan and Sylvia were not sure what to believe. After all, they had tried many different diet programs in the past and had even worked with a personal trainer, yet could never lose their belly fat or stop the progression of heart disease and diabetes. They reminded Dr. Heinrich that they weren't exactly spring chickens, and that he was dealing with a couple who both suffer from joint pain, low back pain, and problems sleeping. Dr. Heinrich reassured them that this program was different. It was designed specifically for men and women over the age of 35 and was completely safe. In fact, he said that most people who follow the simple rituals in this program see their joint problems disappear within days due to the reduction of irritation in their joints. He also reassured them that his program didn't involve any vigorous exercise or heavy lifting, so there was nothing for Dan or Sylvie to worry about. As Dr. Heinrich was turning to leave, he suddenly stopped, turned around, and said something Dan and Sylvie would never forget. I know that this may sound strange coming from a doctor, however, you need to hear this. In my 20 years experience, I have never had a patient have a heart attack on a plane and survive. God has given you a beautiful gift with a second chance, so don't squander it. Follow this program together, and you may live to see your grandchildren get married one day. Or you can roll the dice, fly back home, and take your chances. The choice is up to you. Deep down inside, Dan and Sylvie knew Dr. Heinrich was right. God had given them a gift, and it was now up to them to make the most of it. They both felt a sense of calm and knew that they could trust Dr. Heinrich to save them from a life of obesity, diabetes, joint pain, and many other diseases that affect most men and women over the age of 35. So the next morning, Dr. Heinrich met them carrying 2 3-ring binders, each containing 29 pages of easy-to-follow instructions. He said that inside these binders was everything Dan and Sylvie needed to turn off the internal fire that was ravaging their bodies, clear out their arteries, reboot their metabolism, and lose their deadly stomach fat. He also joked that they should prepare themselves for the boost in libido that was coming their way too. Finally, he made them swear that they would follow the program and keep him updated with the results. Looking over the manuals, it was obvious to Dan that this scientifically proven program would be something they both could follow. Everything was laid out in simple, step-by-step rituals, and there were no weird foods or complicated recipes, just natural herbs, spices, and foods that sounded delicious. At first glance, Dan wondered how something that looked so simple could ever reverse the symptoms of heart disease and diabetes while losing up to a pound of stomach fat per day without the use of drugs or stimulants of any kind. Then he remembered the testimonials and stunning before and after pictures Dr. Heinrich had shown him, and how each and every one of his patients experienced incredible results following the exact same plan he was holding in his hands. In his mind's eye, he could still see the remarkable changes, not only in terms of weight loss, yet also how much younger each person looked after following the program. The very next day was an emotional one for Dan and Sylvie, as they found themselves back on an airplane and heading home. They decided to cut their trip short so that they could get started with the program Dr. Heinrich had given them. As the plane reached cruising altitude, Sylvie reached over to grab Dan's hand. They looked into each other's eyes and started to cry tears of joy as they recalled the traumatic events that they had just gone through, and how lucky Dan was to be alive. They were also very excited to share their remarkable story with friends and family as soon as they got home. Dan called me the next day and asked that I come over to discuss what had happened and get my thoughts on the program he had been given. The moment I read the program and the rituals inside, I knew this was something very special and unlike anything I had seen in my more than 20 years experience as a personal trainer. I quickly realized that I had stumbled upon what could be the biggest breakthrough to hit the health and weight loss industry in decades. As I read through the program, I was blown away when I read the true causes of stomach fat, heart disease, diabetes, and other potentially deadly diseases that are so common amongst men and women over 35, and I couldn't wait to see the changes in Dan and Sylvie. I didn't have to wait very long. I was awoken early Saturday morning by a ringing phone and familiar voice. It was Dan on the line, and he was very, very excited. What he told me next caused me to drop my morning coffee all over my kitchen floor. Bruce, you are not going to believe this. I have lost 9 pounds and I feel like a new man, and it's only been 3 days. Are you sure? I said, not really believing what I was hearing. Yes, I'm sure, and get this. Sylvie is down 7 pounds. That means we are both losing more than 1 pound per day on average. And that's not all either. I don't feel tired. My knees feel better than they have in years, and Sylvie's lower back pain has virtually disappeared. I am not kidding. This new program Dr. Heinrich has us on is incredible. Sylvie and I are sleeping like babies, and we wake up feeling amazing with more energy than we have felt in decades. I feel stronger, my memory is sharper, And according to my blood test yesterday, my blood sugar is finally under control. And one more thing, I can't believe how much food we get to eat. We are even eating bread, pasta, and other carbs, and still the weight just keeps falling off both of us. All we have to do is follow one simple ritual each day. We then pick the foods we like from the list and eat as much as we want. Nothing is off limits, and we don't have to count points or calories. This program actually forces us to cheat on the weekend, and that means I don't have to give up eating Sylvie's famous chocolate ice cream cake we both love so much. I was amazed by what Dan was telling me. However, as a personal trainer with decades of experience working on clients, I was skeptical too. So I decided to do my own test of the program using a small group of my own clients as test subjects. I wanted to see if this program would work on people who I call fat loss resistant. These are the clients I was working with who were struggling to lose even a pound or two despite eating a healthy diet and exercising regularly. I asked that these clients test 5 things before starting the program: body weight, percent body fat, blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels. The results were nothing short of amazing. At the end of just 1 month following the exact same program Dr. Heinrich gave Dan and Sylvie, each client lost an average of 22.6 pounds. One woman was on track to losing 1 pound per day until her mom became ill and she had to travel to Australia to see her. What's even more shocking is the health changes each client experienced. Every single man and woman saw a drop in bad cholesterol, blood pressure, and blood sugar levels. One woman in particular was able to come completely off her cholesterol medications, leaving her doctor shocked and asking for a copy of the miracle program that was producing results normally reserved for people in their 20s. However, as incredible as the results were sounding, there was no denying the actual results my clients were experiencing. I witnessed men and women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s lose their belly fat and break free from symptoms and medications related to obesity, heart disease, and diabetes in a matter of weeks. So one by one, I made copies of the program and handed them out to more of my clients. I gave the program to doctors, lawyers, business people, moms and dads. Without fail, each and every client of mine who followed the simple plan I'm about to show you lost a minimum of 1/2 to 1 pound per day. Take Evan, for example. He is a 42-year-old father and serving in the military full-time. He needed to lose 10 pounds of fat fast before the end of his leave because he was scheduled to report back for active duty. I put him on the exact same program Dr. Heinrich had given me, and he lost 11.5 pounds in 13 days while still enjoying time with his wife and kids. Or how about Katrina? Katrina was terrified and struggling with being pre-diabetic and 25 pounds overweight. Katrina hated working out and was also fighting a tough battle with depression. She came to me crying one day because she was dating a guy who seemed to have a wandering eye and was always checking out women who were slimmer than she was. She desperately wanted him to find her attractive and to feel wanted again. However, she felt that her excess pounds were turning him off. Long story short, she followed this same ritual, and less than 6 weeks later, she had lost every single one of those 25 pounds and was a happy girl again. These success stories instilled more confidence in me and what this program can do to help people like Dan and Sylvie who are over the age of 35 and having a hard time losing belly fat or are facing difficult health issues such as diabetes. So I decided to share it with more of my friends and family members. Soon these people were experiencing fantastic results and were jumping on email and social media to tell their friends about it. Within weeks, I had dozens of emails and more than a few letters from men and women from all over the country, writing to tell me about their success with the program. There were messages from men and women from 35 to 85 years of age, and they all had one thing in common. They were all using Dr. Heinrich's program, and the rituals were melting off their belly fat and restoring their health back to what it was like when they were in their 20s. To be honest with you, just talking about this makes me emotional. Sure, I had helped people lose fat and get healthy before. After all, this is what I have done for most of my life. However, never before had I helped so many people lose fat so quickly, and never without meeting them in person. It was amazing to see how easy and simple it was for these people to follow the program without having to see me as their trainer face to face. This told me that I had something special, and that I needed to get it out to the world so that others could experience the dramatic reduction in belly fat, incredible boost in energy, and perfect hormonal health that my family and friends were experiencing. I took all the information that Dr. Heinrich gave me, along with all the notes I gathered from my wife, Dan and Sylvie, and my own experience, and turned it into a systematic blueprint for eliminating dangerous belly fat and preventing and reversing the #1 cause of diabetes, heart disease, and arthritis. I broke things down into simple rituals and lists of food that, when eaten in the right way, will melt away 1 pound per day of stubborn fat, in particular the deadly fat that surrounds your belly area. I then made a complete list of the dozens of natural herbs, spices, and nutrients found in foods that operate as powerful hormone influencers and work to eliminate the underlying cause of diabetes, heart disease, and even arthritis. I also included the list of signs to watch out for that may be a sign that you are at immediate risk of having a near-fatal heart attack, just like Dan. And of course, I also include the foods that may trigger a heart attack at any time, including the food that triggered Dan's heart attack in the airplane that fateful day. Plus, I also included the exact day-to-day blueprint for turning on dead metabolisms. This is essential for men and women over the age of 35, and is completely missing from popular programs such as Weight Watchers, Jenny Craig, and all the rest. Yet I didn't stop there. I also included a special ritual that shows you how to lose stubborn fat from other areas of your body as well. This is the result of over 20 years research and maps out the exact hormone imbalance that is responsible for fat gathering on your worst trouble spots. I then provide exact instructions and a list of foods, herbs, and minerals to melt away problem fat from those specific areas of your body. This blueprint is perfect if you need to lose 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds or more of deadly belly fat, and will restore your arteries, blood sugar, and overall health by as much as 10 years or more in the first month alone. And get this, even though the program was designed by a doctor, it is very simple to understand and easy to follow. Results happen fast, and you don't have to turn your life upside down to make it happen. I am even going to give you the exact tracking sheet Dr. Heinrich gave me so you can track your daily fat loss while you're watching your hormonal systems restore back to their youthful glory. Because of how this program saved my life and that of Dan and Sylvie, I have decided to call this the Lean Belly Breakthrough. The name is appropriate seeing how this exact same program has helped over 100,000 people lose a minimum of 23 pounds of belly fat within the first month of using it. People like Dana from San Diego, who lost 24 pounds in 3 dress sizes in 4 weeks before her reunion. And Gus from Oklahoma, who dropped 52 pounds in 2 months and is now diabetes-free. It is very important that I make something very clear. This isn't a fad diet or some silly fruit juice cleanse. We both know that those so-called solutions don't work and are not sustainable. The Lean Belly Breakthrough is different because it targets the root cause of your belly fat, heart disease, and diabetes. This isn't some band-aid that only focuses on the symptoms. The Lean Belly Breakthrough gives you the exact blueprint for permanently fixing the hidden cause of your stomach fat and health issues, and shows you how you can eat like a normal person while feeling and looking like you have erased 10, 15, even 20 years from your chronological age. That is why you will be getting the exact tracking sheets that Dr. Heinrich gave me, so you can watch your health markers improve while the shape of your body transforms before your very eyes. You will also be pleased to know that this program doesn't force you to count calories or eat exotic foods that are impossible to find. Plus, there are no expensive pre-packaged foods to buy. I should also tell you that there are no strenuous exercises to do either. This is especially important for Sylvie, whose joints were nearly destroyed by one of those extreme exercise programs you see on TV. However, if you can exercise and want to really zero in on your specific problem areas, I'm also going to include my simple to follow 60-second belly fat shred exercise program and video, along with my highly effective and scientifically proven belly fat targeting rotation workout that will absolutely melt away 1 to 3 inches from your waist in less than 14 days. This is the perfect program for those special occasions that are coming up, where you want to look your best and turn a few heads. Or, if you need to lose more like Dan and Sylvie did, just flip to the hormone section and you'll find out how to more than double your body's fat-burning hormones in as little as 3 minutes' time. And even if you don't need to lose weight and are just interested in preventing and reversing heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis, while turning back the clock on your body's aging process and increasing energy, go to page 27 and do exactly what it says to eliminate the root cause of heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and accelerated aging. The Lean Belly Breakthrough will explain to you exactly what you need to do to make this happen for you. So now that I have shared my story with you, it should be clear that there really isn't anything like the Lean Belly Breakthrough anywhere on the internet, bookstores, or even in medical journals. It is a complete system that contains every single ritual that will transform your health while melting off 1 pound per day of deadly belly fat. This is something you need, because you could be like Dan and be at risk for a sudden heart attack and not even know it. Think about this. 1,671 people die from heart attacks every single day in the US alone. That's one person every single minute. In addition, 4,660 people are diagnosed with diabetes every day. That's more than 3 people every 60 seconds. The Lean Belly Breakthrough will prevent you or someone you love from becoming part of these deadly statistics. Of course, you could try one of those generic fitness programs out there like P90 or Insanity. However, why would you when you have in front of you a proven system to fix the exact problem you or your loved ones are facing right now? What's worse is that many of these programs use exercises that can leave you injured and diets that will mess up your hormones and even lead to developing eating disorders. I suppose you could also go out and hire some kid trainer from your local gym for $500 a month with no experience working with men and women over 35 who have health issues. You could then give a dietitian a couple $100 for a calorie counting meal plan with no focus on belly fat, hormones, or blood sugar issues. However, why would you when you could have the exact doctor-approved plan that melts away 1 pound per day of embarrassing and deadly belly fat while eliminating the #1 root cause of heart disease and diabetes without any of the dangerous effects of detox diets or high-intensity exercise programs? Plus, the Lean Belly Breakthrough will save you from the pitfall of buying expensive and potentially deadly fat-burning pills that, in reality, do nothing more than to stimulate your adrenal glands, causing your body to secrete more and more cortisol, leading to severe hormonal issues, adrenal burnout, decreased muscle mass, nervousness, headache, insomnia, increase in blood pressure, increased BMI, and possibly death. Just imagine, in less than 3 minutes from now, you'll be able to use the same powerful system for yourself that gave Dan and Sylvie results like this. With the Lean Belly Breakthrough, there are no drugs to take or any rules to follow that will destroy your social life. There is no need to starve yourself or work out like a self-obsessed maniac. All you have to do is follow the simple doctor-approved program and eat more of the good foods you already love. Each day you will enjoy getting up in the morning, excited to see the amazing changes that have happened to your body overnight. This is what's happened to the thousands of people who have already used the system around the world, and now it's your turn to join the community of success stories. When we first put this program together, we thought about charging $297 to get access to it. After all that we went through to gather this info and the expenses you would incur if you did the same, we knew it would still be a bargain. Heck, this would still be less than what you would pay for a month with a trainer, a visit with a dietitian, some prescription medications, and health insurance. However, we wanted to pay it forward and make it possible for everybody to have access to this easy-to-follow program. We know firsthand how critically important it is that you know about these little-known hormone-balancing herbs, remedies, and methods that turn back the aging clock and melt away as much fat as you desire from your stomach, thighs, and back, while permanently eliminating the true hidden cause of heart disease and diabetes. Doing so, you'll enjoy health and energy like you have never felt before in your adult years. Your belly will be flat and your joints will feel as if they have been freshly lubricated. You'll look and feel younger than ever before, and you will find yourself moving with the vigor and strength of a person half your age. You will cut your risk of heart disease and diabetes by more than 90%, and your sex drive will return as your hormones come back into balance. Just imagine how great you will feel knowing that you have complete control over your health and body weight, with any worries about heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis a thing of the past. Think of the comfort and security you will enjoy knowing that you will be there for years to come to spend time with your loved ones and grandchildren. See yourself full of youthful energy, being active, pursuing your hobbies, and loving the life you have been given. Now think about what could happen if you don't take action today. Think about the moments you would miss, the vacations, walks with your friends and family, and all the magical moments that make up a beautiful, full life. Yes, I think you will agree with me that this is an incredible offer at $297. However, this isn't about the money for me. The Lean Belly Breakthrough saved the lives of people I love. I know what it feels like to watch someone you love lose their health. I know the fear, pain, and helplessness of watching your loved ones suffer and not being able to do anything to help them. I don't want this to happen to you too. I feel blessed to have found Dr. Heinrich and this amazing program, and now I want to share it with you. I am well aware that many people would be happy to pay $297 for the Lean Belly Breakthrough. However, I also know at that price there are many people who would be left out, It would not be able to experience the same life-changing benefits like so many others have. For this reason, I have decided that you're not going to have to pay anywhere close to $297 to get your hands on the Lean Belly Breakthrough today. In fact, you don't even have to pay $197 or $97, which is less than the cost of one visit with a dietitian, nutritionist, or good personal trainer. Instead, when you say yes to the Lean Belly Breakthrough today, and you make the commitment to eliminate all of your stubborn belly fat and the #1 cause of heart disease and diabetes that is slowly killing you, while regaining the youthful vigor, health, and fitness of a person half your age, you will simply be asked to help recoup a tiny portion of my medical expenses, web costs, and advertising fees by investing only $37 in your health, fitness, and well-being. If you are ready to take control over your body and health today, and want an easy-to-follow, doctor-approved program for quickly losing 15, 25, 35 pounds of deadly belly fat or more, while reversing the signs of aging and preventing deadly heart disease and diabetes, act now by clicking the Add to Cart button below. Right after, you will be taken to a secure page that looks like this. Once you have entered your information, you will gain instant access to the entire Lean Belly Breakthrough program. You will be able to immediately start using the Breakthrough Belly Fat Melting Rituals, the Emergency Fat Loss Guide, the Diabetes and Heart Disease Reversing Recipes, the little-known herbs, spices, and minerals, the easy-to-follow Heart Attack Prevention Method, the delicious Metabolism Boosting Meal Plan, and the detailed instructional videos. Plus, you will have immediate access to a list of belly fat melting, diabetes-busting desserts that you can put in your diet immediately without fear of weight gain or blood sugar issues. I will also provide you with my list of libido-boosting foods that will improve sex drive and performance virtually overnight. You will be able to access everything immediately from your computer, smartphone, or tablet. There is no need to wait for anything to be shipped, so you can get started in just minutes from now. All that is left for you to do now is take action. I promise you this, nothing is going to change in your life until you make your move. That's what Dan, Sylvie, and I did to change our bodies and health. This is also what thousands of other Lean Belly Breakthrough users have done as well. Now it's your turn. If you are still feeling some hesitation and wondering if this will work for you, there is one more thing you need to know. Your tiny investment today is backed by a 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. I understand that this sounds amazing and that you may be skeptical about how avoiding just one food can prevent you from having a heart attack, or how a diet this simple could produce results as incredible as you saw with your own eyes a few minutes ago. Yet I assure you it is all true. I have countless stories of people who are struggling with their weight, blood sugar, and circulatory problems caused by heart disease and diabetes that suddenly saw their illness disappear completely, while dropping 20 to 30 pounds of pure belly fat in less than a month's time. I hate to say this, the clock is ticking. You don't want to go through what Dan went through. He got lucky that day. However, why would you risk it when the solution is right on your fingertips? Do the right thing for your family and loved ones by pushing the Add to Cart button you see below. Immediately after, you will have instant access to the entire Lean Belly Breakthrough program, the Belly Fat Melting Rituals, the Emergency Fat Loss Guide, the Diabetes and Heart Disease Reversing Recipes, the Artery Cleaning, Fat Melting Herbs, Spices, and Minerals, the easy-to-follow Heart Attack Prevention Method, the delicious Metabolism Boosting Meal Plan, the detailed instructional videos, and much more. Plus, you will also discover the exact foods and beverages you must avoid if you never want to experience the horror that Dan experienced in the plane that day. After you claim your copy, you can take 2 full months to try the entire program out for yourself. If for any reason you are not satisfied or you feel like your weight isn't flying off fast enough, simply send me an email to the address I will give you on the instant download page, and I will refund your entire purchase with no questions asked. There is zero risk on your part. The only risk you have is if you leave this page and feel the horrible pain of regret because you didn't follow this simple program when you had the chance. Your body and your health are worth 100 million times more than the small price today for this amazing information I have for you. And remember, there is a 100% satisfaction guarantee, so there is no excuse. Get started now by clicking the Add to Cart button below. My time is almost up, and we are nearing the end of this presentation. This won't be available forever, so unless you want to watch this entire presentation again, I suggest you act fast by clicking the Add to Cart button you see below this video screen. Your body and your health are your responsibility. Stop giving control over to the greedy drug companies and diet infomercial people. Don't waste another dime on another DVD or exercise gadget that does not work. Today is the day you say no to feeling tired, fat, and full of aches and pains, and say yes to living the rest of your life in a healthy, trim body, free from heart disease, diabetes, and arthritis. The Lean Belly Breakthrough is the doctor-approved solution you have been looking for. Try it for yourself. Get the belly fat melting rituals, the emergency fat loss guide, the diabetes and heart disease reversing recipes, the artery cleaning, fat melting herbs, spices, and minerals, the easy to follow heart attack prevention method, the delicious metabolism boosting meal plan, the detailed instructional videos, and everything else that comes with the program. See how incredibly easy it really is to melt away 1 pound per day of pure belly fat, boost your metabolism, clear out your arteries, take control of your blood sugar, and look and feel 10 years younger in just a few weeks from today. Seize this opportunity. You'll be so very glad that you did. I wish you abundant good health. P.S. Let me emphasize that the story you just heard is true, and so are the results you will experience with using the Lean Belly Breakthrough. I am always surprised when people don't take action when they have the solution to their problem at their fingertips. You have nothing to lose, and there is no risk with our 100% satisfaction guarantee. To order, simply click the Buy button below, and you can begin safeguarding yourself and your loved ones from the life-threatening effects of having 5 or more pounds of belly fat, diabetes, and heart disease. Order now while there is still time.